Hi, it's Michael Farr from Farr, Miller and Washington. U.S. is playing in the World Cup this afternoon, and that may be the most exciting market news that I have for you today. We've just finished the second quarter of 2014, and returns were up about 5.25% for the S&P 500. That brings yields over 7% year to date. Now, on the tail of a 32% year for 2013, 7% feels fabulous to an old hand like me. Earnings have kept up reasonably, but we've still seen a little bit of multiple expansion, an increase in those price to earnings multiples. Yields on the 10-year Treasury just above 2.5%. Yield on the 2-year Treasury, are you paying attention to that? Still less than half of 1%. So people are willing to, remember this, people are still willing to invest in 2-year Treasuries for less than half of 1%, and taxable entities are going to pay federal tax on that less than half of 1% for 2 years. Of course, those in the 10 years are going to pay tax on that. So your real yield at 2.5% and a 30% tax bracket, you're probably a good deal less than 2% per year for 10 years, and you're going to sign up for that today. Wow. So I think people are still in a mind of preserving and getting a return of principal rather than the return on principal. There's not much yield out there anywhere. As we've listened to the Fed and as we look at the economy, we're not seeing much changing in the landscape. It seems to me that we will trickle on this way for the rest of the summer. I think that interest rates are going to stay very low. I think that the Fed is going to remain accommodative, and I think that noise from Washington is going to increase. The old animosity and the old levels of venom that you remember from last fall that seemed to have quelled a little bit, it's all coming back. We're hearing it again here in Washington, D.C. Politicians are beginning to behave badly again. I think it's going to get noisy as we have to come up to a budget deadline in the fall, and certainly for the spending cap that we will reach in early 2015. In the meantime, stay tuned. Own very high-quality companies with solid balance sheets and strong earnings and experienced management. This is no time to swing for the fences. Enjoy the soccer match today. On Thursday, my dear grandmother will turn 106 years old. I'll be over to give her a kiss in the morning and then head off to Rehoboth for the 4th of July weekend. Our independence in this great country is one of the most prized things, I believe, in the world. Our economy, our dreams, our government are still the best, the bright and shining city upon the hill as an example for others. So we will celebrate America, and I hope you embrace America with every bit of patriotic and good feeling you can bring to it. Have a safe holiday, enjoy your families, and we'll be back next week. Keep your powder dry. It's all going to be fine. In Washington, D.C., I'm Michael Farr.